From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us on the Noon News on this chilly Monday, February 3rd. I'm Casey Conlon. Winter weather has a grip on much of southern and central Montana today, with significant snowfall and sub-zero temperatures making travel precarious across the Treasure State. Almost every highway on the Department of Transportation's map here coated purple, meaning covered in snow and ice. There are a handful of road closures as well. Basically, if you don't have to travel, don't travel. Now, the storm is continuing to dump snow across the region, which is good news for ski areas. Bridger Bowl and Bozeman showing 8 inches on the red chair cam. Big Sky reporting 5 inches overnight. Red Lodge saying they got 6 inches overnight, with maybe that much more still to come. With so many school closures in the area, likely a busy day up on the mountain. Let's go to Miller Robson now with a first look at how long this will last.
Well, Casey, for some of us all the way through the middle of the week with this winter storm bearing down on the area. And check this out. Look at that. I call this a weather map gumbo. There's just a little bit of everything thrown onto that map. And coming up here on the main forecast, we're going to dig deeper into some of this. Now, you want to check out your local stations for a complete list. We only have a limited time here together during the noon news, but we're going to try to tell you as much as we can. Of course, you can see some of the snow still falling out there. We talk about the snow. We can't forget about the cold temperatures, too. Look at that. Some of us, if not a good portion of the region, below zero with the actual temperatures, the feels like temperature, the wind chill fact out there. Some of us as low as 45 below. We'll talk about that coming up.
Residents of Billings weren't waiting for another county commissioners meeting this weekend to express their disapproval of an offer to use Metra Park as an ICE detention center. Dozens protested outside the facility. MTN's Marcus Kakova tells us their concerns.
Honked for, yelled at, ridiculed, and supported.
What people don't understand is that our people are hard workers. Like, they come over here to seek a better life. They come here, they work hard, they earn their living, they take care of their families.
The ones outside of Metra this weekend are standing not for themselves, but they say for those who, under the shadow of deportation, cannot share their experiences.
If you can be a voice, get out there. Be their voice, because they can't. They can't use their voices right now. It's up to us.
For organizers Alicia Nava and Tatiana Morales, there lingers a lot of familiar faces who aren't actually present at today's protest.
When I think of my culture and my love for my people, I think of my dad.
I am made up of every abuela, every Titi, every auntie who taught me how to cook, who taught me how to drive, who taught me who to be weary of, how to protect myself, who taught me how to use my voice.
They say if those outside Latino and Hispanic cultures want to reap their pleasures, it comes with the people, documented or not.
You love our culture? You want to go vacation in Mexico? You want to play our music? You want to dance to our music? You want to eat our food? But you don't want to support our people? You don't want to support your people? That don't make sense to me. That does not make sense to me.
But looming over cultural complexities, the fences of Metra Park are beginning to look a lot different to those contemplating their proposed future. Behind those fences, the stories, faces, lives of friends and family.
Thinking about what they want to do to the Metra, I think about the rodeo and 4-H and the animals that are stuck behind these cages and behind these fences. And I don't want to see a single person treated like that.
Marcus Kakova, MTN News.
Results of a months-long audit of the City of Billings water systems will be presented tonight at City Council. The city hired firm SL Serco back in October to review the billing system and ensure meters were taking correct readings. Issues arose last summer over unusually high utility bills for many residential customers after the city switched over to the new system. Serco has been conducting similar audits for 60 years, they say. They will present findings and council will take public comments tonight starting at 5:30 p.m. in chambers at City Hall. The latest message from Yellowstone volcano researchers: relax. There's no evidence of any type of volcanic eruption based on a new research technique. In science shorthand, it's called MT. It utilizes electric currents flowing deep into the earth generated by solar particles and worldwide lightning. Scientists at the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory say the new data shows large pools of hot, sometimes liquid, sometimes mushy rock substance beneath the park, but much of that would have to remelt to have any consequential volcanic reaction. They do warn, though, of potential strong earthquakes causing things like steam eruptions that we just saw there happening in last July in Biscuit Basin that sent debris over 100 feet into the air. Montana lawmakers have advanced legislation that would potentially allow unlimited wolf hunting during the established hunting season until the population is reduced by about half statewide. House Bill 176, sponsored by Republican Shannon Manis of Dillon, initially required the Montana Fish and Wildlife Commission to establish an unlimited statewide quota on wolf hunting until the population was below 550 animals statewide. However, language was amended on the floor that essentially allows the commission to apply the unlimited quota at their discretion, or they could continue to manage wolves under the state's current management strategy. Hunters right now are limited to 20 wolves per season, with a 334 statewide quota set this year by the Fish and Wildlife Commission. And that's today's Leading Look. Feeding people and keeping Blackfeet culture alive. Those are the missions of one nonprofit in Browning as they look to uplift Blackfeet Nation. In today's Montana Ag Report, MTN's Brianna Juneau shows us how fast Blackfeet is reclaiming food sovereignty.
It may look like a regular trip to the grocery store.
These are delish.
But it's much bigger than that.
The types of food that we eat is even more important because then that connects us to where that food come from or what's the importance of that food. And ours here is connection to Blackfeet culture.
Having access to healthy and culturally significant food like bison isn't always as easy as running down to the grocery store, but Fast Blackfeet in Browning is hoping to fill that gap.
Well, you know, it's kind of been hard times ever since COVID hit, and I've probably been coming here over a year.
Gay Bennett's family is just one of 400 households served by Fast Blackfeet each week.
The bison, you know, you go to buy it in even in local stores, it's really expensive, and it's free here.
Fast Blackfeet provides buffalo meat and other traditional Blackfeet foods, working to provide food access and nutritional education.
But if you don't have access and they're not affordable, if you can't afford to buy that buffalo meat, then you're not going to have the opportunity to be able to experiment with recipes and introduce that food into your family's plates. So this was 2024 was our first year having buffalo meat in the pantry for the entire year. Whether that was through our purchasing or doing local bison hunts here on the reservation.
Focusing on traditional Blackfeet ways of life is one way the program works to sustain culture.
Sustainability really happens in the growing health program of like supporting local producers when we're doing buffalo harvests and helping people be on the land and harvest their own foods and medicines.
Building cultural sustainability ensures that even those in remote areas have access to essential, affordable, and culturally relevant food resources.
We're not sovereign if we're not eating our own foods. We're not working towards food sovereignty until we have people that are providing the food, teaching about the foods, and then providing the opportunity to connect with those foods as well.
In Browning, Brianna Juneau, MTN News.